Yo, wait a second, because what I'm about to break down is about to connect every single dot after weeks of silence, wild speculation, and Cardi acting like nothing could touch her. The internet has been in full meltdown mode. Blogs going crazy. Fans picking sides. Rumors flying everywhere. And Stefon? Publicly spiraling, while Cardi stayed locked in, booked, and unbothered, handling business like a boss. But now, Cardi B has finally spoken. And what she said hits way harder than anyone expected. This wasn't subtle. This wasn't cryptic. No coded messages. No guessing games. She laid everything out clear, direct, and unapologetic, explaining exactly why she chose to walk away. And trust me, this goes way deeper than that Super Bowl drama people keep bringing up. This is about patterns. This is about self-respect. This is about knowing your worth and knowing when enough is enough. What she revealed completely flips the narrative and forces everyone to look at this situation in a totally different way. Here's the backstory you need. For weeks, Cardi moved like she was untouchable, calm, focused, glowing, and fully in her bag. Meanwhile, Stefon was reportedly blowing up her phone, reaching out through mutual friends, allegedly trying to pop up at tour stops, and having behind-the-scenes meltdowns. Through all that chaos, Cardi stayed silent. Then came the moment that said everything. Right after the Super Bowl post, she unfollowed him. No warning. No explanation. No drama. Just click done. And she kept it pushing. She rolled straight into her tour, rocking sold-out crowds, glowing on stage, posting about self-love, protecting her peace, and leveling up. She moved like Stefon Diggs was nothing but a distant memory, not someone attached to fresh headlines. But now, she's finally ready to talk. And she's doing it on her terms. And now, according to sources, Cardi addressed the part that has everyone talking. She walked away the moment she realized her worth. Worth more than being someone's option. Worth more than sharing her space with multiple women. Worth more than feeling embarrassed on one of the biggest stages in the world. And most of all, worth more than staying just because she had already invested time, energy, and emotions into the situation. The breakup itself? Not even the hardest part. The hardest part was looking in the mirror and admitting she made another mistake. Admitting she jumped in before she was fully healed. Admitting she ignored red flags because she felt lonely, hopeful, and maybe even wanted to prove she could find real love. That kind of honesty hits different. It's raw. It's real. But once she faced that truth within herself, everything shifted. Leaving stopped feeling scary. She reportedly left the stadium that night and went straight back to her hotel. And that's where she made her decision. Not because of a single moment. Not because she was being dramatic, like Stefon claimed. But because that night finally showed her the truth she had been trying so hard to ignore. And once you see something that clearly, you cannot unsee it. Sources say Cardi also addressed the hotel room rumors and cheating allegations. Her response? Calm, but devastatingly powerful. It doesn't even matter if that specific story is true or not. The disrespect was already there. The trust was already cracked. The pattern had already been showing itself loud and clear. One more headline, one more rumor, one more messy detail wouldn't change the bigger truth. This situation was unhealthy, and I needed out. She's not speaking because critics are screaming for answers. She's speaking because she's ready, solid, calm, fully in control. This is her truth on her timing, and she made it clear she wanted to close this chapter for good. According to sources close to her, Cardi finally opened up about why she really left, and the reason hits home. She refused to repeat the same painful cycle she endured for years. 7 years in a toxic marriage, public cheating scandals, humiliation on blast, breakup after breakup. She walked away in 2024, took 6 months to heal, breathe, and find herself again. Then Stefon stepped in. Big promises. Talks of healing. Claims that he was different, ready for peace and respect. At first, it sounded good. Really good. But now Cardi is revealing the truth, and it's not pretty. She says the red flags were there from day one. She saw them, felt them, but pushed them aside because she wanted so badly to believe this time would be different. She was craving her happy ending, and that hope made her overlook what was right in front of her face. Sources say Cardi knew about Stefon's complicated past from the start, a layered family situation, other women, messy timelines. None of that shocked her. What she didn't know was how active and overlapping those situations still were behind the scenes. There's a huge difference between someone having a complicated past and realizing that past is still unfolding in real time while you're trying to build something new. Here's the part that hits hardest. The Super Bowl wasn't the reason she walked away. It was the breaking point. The moment when everything she had been brushing off exploded in the most public and humiliating way. Not the first issue. The final straw. That is what makes her stance so unshakable. She's not stuck in a back and forth. She's not playing the he said, she said game. She's not trying to prove every tiny accusation or clear up every blog post. She's simply saying, I saw who you were. I decided I deserved better. And I left. That's it. No long speech. No dragging it out. And honestly, she doesn't owe anyone more than that. And now, after healing, Cardi is reportedly saying that leaving Stefon was one of the best decisions she's made in a long time. She feels lighter, freer, and more at peace than she has in months. Her tour is booming, her music is flowing, and being around her family reminded her who she is outside of any relationship. She's not looking back, not interested in second chances, not interested in long talks or hearing Stefon out. She's fully done, and she is standing on that. The wild part? The confidence in her voice. That's what's really shaking him. Sources say he expected tears, late-night calls, maybe even her running back. He thought she'd fold under pressure. Instead, she's glowing, booked, and unbothered. That kind of glow-up hits harder than any argument ever could. What's equally striking is the timing of her speaking up. According to those close to her, she waited until she felt strong, not wounded. She didn't want to speak while emotions were raw. She didn't want anger controlling her words. She wanted clarity first. She wanted to heal enough so that telling her story wouldn't give anyone power over her feelings again. She also addressed the criticism about why she got involved knowing his history. She didn't dodge it. She admitted she ignored red flags, she moved too fast, and she was still healing from offset. But she made it clear, beating herself up won't rewrite the past. All she can do now is learn, grow, and move smarter. She is taking accountability while still holding Stefon responsible. Both truths can exist. She made a mistake, and he made bad choices. When he juggled overlapping situations, when he allegedly stepped outside the relationship, those were his decisions, not hers. She's not carrying that weight, and she's not letting critics twist her self-reflection into an excuse for his behavior. That balance? Maturity at its finest. The lesson that's resonating online is huge. Walking away from offset wasn't enough if she was going to repeat the same cycle. Real growth is asking why you're drawn to chaos in the first place. It's about breaking patterns, not changing faces. Sources say she's decided to step back from dating for a while. She wants to truly be alone, truly heal, and really understand what she wants before letting anyone new in. 6 months wasn't enough to fully reset, and this time, she's committed to doing the inner work. She's owning it with no shame. She'd rather be single and at peace than stuck in a relationship that drains her every day. Cardi reportedly shared something that really hit people deep. She's grateful this happened now, not years later. Catching the pattern early, seeing who Stefon really was before investing more time, before shared responsibilities grew deeper. It's a blessing in disguise. It hurts now, yes, but it likely saved her from a much bigger heartbreak later. She's not keeping that wisdom to herself. Sources say she's been advising other women going through drama. Trust your gut. Red flags are red flags. Don't stay just because you've invested time. Your peace is priceless. The short-term pain of walking away is nothing compared to the long-term damage of staying somewhere you're not respected. At the end of the day, Cardi B's choice is simple and powerful. She chose herself. She chose peace over his presence. Self-respect over trying to fix something already broken. Learning from her past instead of repeating the same cycle. She walked away with her head high, never shrinking to make a broken situation look good. And that's why people respect her now. That's why her tour is selling out. That's why she looks lighter, freer, and happier than ever. Choosing yourself is never the wrong decision. If you made it this far, tap that like button, subscribe, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you choosing yourself too?